The stories you're about to see are based on real cases. They illustrate some of the many ways in which elders are robbed of their money.
Mrs. Roberts wants me to have power of attorney for her. Can you do that here?
Mrs. Roberts, is that correct? Do you want Miss Simpson here to have power of attorney?
I don't know what you're talking about.
She's not altogether up here, you know. That's why I need to have power of attorney.
Well, actually, we don't do that at this office. One day, an elderly customer, Mrs. Roberts, came into the bank with her caregiver. It looked to me like Mrs. Roberts was very confused. Her caregiver was trying to obtain power of attorney. When I told the caregiver that the bank couldn't grant power of attorney and they would need to see a lawyer, she became quite irritated. After some complaining, she took Mrs. Roberts and left the bank. I was really uncomfortable about the situation. It just didn't feel right. So I spoke with my supervisor, and he called the local Adult Protective Services office. They immediately got involved and went to visit Mrs. Roberts by herself at home to see if she understood what was going on. APS determined that Mrs. Roberts was not able to make an informed decision and took steps to protect her. The next day, APS called my supervisor and asked if we could put a hard hold on Mrs. Roberts' accounts. We did, and also contacted all our other area branches to inform them of the situation. It turns out the caregiver had started going to various branch drive-thrus trying to obtain funds. To say the least, the caregiver was fired and the police were notified. I can't help but think about what could have happened if we hadn't done something about the situation.
As witnessed in this story, the customer could have lost a lot of money if it had not been for the actions taken by the bank employee. And this is a key point. She chose to take action. As illustrated here, it's not the bank's job to investigate these situations. All you need to do is report it to your supervisor whenever you observe something suspicious. At the end of this video, there's a discussion on the specific legal aspects of current state law regarding reporting of elder financial abuse. As much as possible, get to know your elderly customers and become familiar with their banking habits. This alone could be a great step toward spotting behavior out of the ordinary. And always try to inform a customer of the consequences of their financial transactions, especially if you suspect a financial abuse situation could arise.